All right, friends, here we are recording an opener for episode 531. This is a kind of a cool episode. This is Brian and Robert Falcon. This is Indiana Funeral Directors Convention. They are walking the floor once again. This is another floor walk, but they are walking the floor and run into an old classmate of mine, Leeann Quinn. Back in the day, we called her Sally, because her last name was Sullivan. But we all got very close in school. She ended up marrying a travel nurse and ended up having 2 kids and traveling the world as kind of a funeral director slash mom slash camper. It's been interesting to watch her social media because she's got to do a lot of things, and she is an amazing person. She was an amazing vibe for funeral service. I think was an amazing vibe for us in class too. Rest in peace, Brian Miller. That was we were a part of that class together. But this is Leeann Quinn. But real quick, let's go ahead and hit our sponsors real quick. Supernova International. Headquartered in Lansing, Michigan, Supernova is especially excited to offer nearly 30 years of experience in the monument industry. We not only supply innovative wholesale granite monument solutions, but also offer production services like laser etching and sandblasting and diamond hand etching. They offer these services with great turnaround times that can't be beat, which right now in the industry of granite is tough. Turnaround times are something that's pretty important to us as funeral directors. So hopefully, Supernova, you're doing better, and it's nice to hear you say that, because I know some of us are dealing with some issues there. But Supernova International, guys, you can catch them at Supernova Internet. Oh, okay, supernovaintl.com. You'll see this in the show notes as well. And then they've got a number, 1-800-449-2481. That's Supernova International, friend of the show, proud sponsor of Undertaking the Podcast. Friends, we're going to jump straight into Hilton Funeral Supply. They're the ones. They're the ones that do the cups. For us, they always come up with something good. I'm not even sure what generation we're on now. I think we're 6th, 7th. I'm not sure. Brian's always making the last one. I didn't understand. I'm not even sure what his thought process was there, but here we are. It's there. But Hilton Funeral Supply, friends, they do our cups. They do a lot of different things. They do a lot of different things within funeral service when it comes to stationery and whatever else. Their mission is to refresh tradition by offering cutting-edge funeral supplies, unmatched customer support, and innovative product solutions for funeral professionals. They're dedicated to delivering a fresh approach that caters to the evolving needs of their customers. So Hilton Funeral Supply, you can find them at hiltonfuneralsupply.com. You'll see this in the show notes as well. Or 1-800-433-8878. Looks like that the website's pretty good, pretty interactive. It looks like their team here, you'll see Tom Patton, Tim Patton, Jason Ware, and Connor Patton. And then you've just got a plethora under that as well. So good people over at Hilton Funeral Supply. I know Tim and I, we've had the opportunity to interact with each other, and he's always a laugh, man. Good times. So Tim, we always enjoy you. Brian and I, we do. We have a good time. So Hilton Funeral Supply, friends, the Indiana Donor Network. I know I always harp on these guys, but there's a reason to harp for. My family is, very, very much a supporter, as well as many others. You can see that throughout the years that we've podcast, some of the episodes we've done. We've had many survivors, many people that have gotten on their stories on tape recorded. So the Indiana Donor Network is a proud supporter of Undertaking the Podcast, as we are of them. Very quickly here, let me bring this up. So the Indiana Donor Network here is going to be having a symposium, and I want to talk about that real quick. That way we're throwing this out there. Wednesday, November 1st, 2023. Mackenzie Huey. It'll be Mackenzie Huey at indianadonornetwork.org will be her email. But to get a hold of her, this is November 1st from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's the Indiana Donor Network 8th Annual Funeral Director Symposium, and it's sponsored by the Indiana Funeral Directors Association. Friends, I don't know how else to tell you, this is for everybody. This is for everybody in the industry. First and foremost, if you're just looking to get away to network, what a great opportunity. Lots of good people there, a lot of innovative minds, a lot of good, sound, positive mindsets all in the same room to be able to ask questions freely too, not be judged or ridiculed as what some do on social media. But the Indiana Donor Network always has the event catered. They've brought in Bernie Fountain before, Jack Adams, numerous names within funeral service that are there to teach us how to take care of these cases and better serve our families in so many ways. So they provide this, and then they also kind of explain, and we have an opportunity to explain too, but they also explain their process. We explain ours. We get to have a conversation with them, friends. I know OPOs, organ procurement organizations across the U.S. are not like this everywhere. Not everybody's created equal. That's not even a word, but it's a phrase. But what I'm saying is we have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to communicate with them, set across the table from them, and really go back and forth. And it's very helpful. So Indiana Donor Network. Friends, that Funeral Director Symposium is November 1st, 2023. It's a Wednesday, and it's down there. It's down there at the Donor Network, but you can find out more details at, and get a hold of Mackenzie Huey at indianadonornetwork.org, or, I was going to say, hold on, let me get back to the webpage here. You can also give these guys a call at 1-888-275-4676. I believe that's VitalLink that you'll end up talking to there, and they can always direct you to if worse comes to worse. But you'll see in the show notes the website and whatnot. So indianadonornetwork.org. Friends of the show, their website's awesome. Take a look at it. So once again, guys, hey, here we are. Another opener by yours truly, the great American man of folklore. Is that as such folklore right now? Excited that, you get to meet Leeann, excited you get to meet a classmate of mine. Maybe a few stories here and there about school. And quite honestly, we had a really good time when it came to mortuary school and rest in peace, Brian Miller, our mortuary instructor, who died during COVID in 2020. But, it was a great time in life. It was a tough time in life because I was tired. And I think she was tired, and I think everybody in there was tired because for some of us, it was second careers. For some of us, we had families. For some people, this was what they came out of high school to do. So it was a broad range within that class. But what I will say is this, and we got to remember this, majority of my class was female. I don't know how many of them are still in it, but the dynamic is changing within funeral service, and we need to start recognizing that. I think some of the old guard within funeral service, we've got to get to a point where, you're okay with that because we don't have a choice. There can't be a shortage of employees if we've got classes of 30, classes of 35 coming out. And after 5 years, you've got 2 left in funeral service. So that's a tough one for me. So just something to ponder on there. Think about that. So Leeann Quinn, friends, there will be a closer. So rock and roll.
Are you just going to play phone lottery, or what are you going to call Ben?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, we are going to call Ben, but after that, it's phone lottery. I just wanted to see. I want to make sure everything's hooked up. So,
will Henry answer your call?
You can call Henry too.
He never
answers. I want to. Oh, okay. All right. Music's working. All right, so the phone works. I don't know why I'm playing wrestling music. It's fine. So Ben's probably out there selling things, and we're going to call him from across the room. I feel like Michael Scott, but we're going to have some fun with the new employee. It is his first event as a turn him up.
Hello?
Hey Ben, how's your booth? Is it busy?
Not really. Why?
Okay, well ours isn't either, so Robert and I decided to call. You're on air at
okay.
Undertaking the Podcast.
Oh yeah, no, it's the frigid booth. It's super busy. What are you talking about?
Is John being nice? You got John
Yeah.
John Ligg, funeral director and embalmer from Chicago over there. So say hi to John. You guys are over there flexing that new machine, right?
Yeah, and actually people are coming by to check it out.
Wait,
And
what color machine
getting
is it
demonstrations
at the show?
and messing with it.
What-
and running it themselves.
What color?
What color is it?
It's a black one.
I thought maybe you go with like a brighter color or
Both of
something.
us
Yeah.
went,
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
pastel.
All right. Well, you go work your booth, buddy. We just wanted to see if you would answer.
All right. Okay,
Later,
bye.
pal. Okay. All right. That was actually rather successful.
He sounded busy.
Let's call his
There's a lot of
competitor.
Crowd over there. Phone lottery on Undertaking the Podcast.
Calling. Let's call the competitor. They put them in the same aisle. Let's see if he answers. We're calling Kevin from Pierce Chemical. Now he has been a staunch. I don't want to get on that podcast guy. He's like, I don't want to do that. I'm like, why, Kevin? You're like awesome.
He's busy, so
He's
he's
probably
that he
he's
can
over
answer.
there. Yeah, he's. Aw. No, he's shaking hands. I literally just saw him shake a hand. Let's leave him a message now.
You have reached Kevin Russell with Pierce Chemicals. Sorry I missed your call. If you leave a short message and a phone number, I'll get back to you
I'm not leaving a
as soon
phone
as
number.
possible. Thank you.
Do you know Pizza Hut's number?
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang
Let's
up
give him
or
Ben's
press
number.
1 for more options.
He'll call Frigid. Hang on. Hey, Kevin. We called you from our booth, and we can actually see you shaking hands, so we understand. When I say we, that's me and Robert. So, bye, buddy. You don't say anything?
We love Pierce Chemical.
We love Pierce Chemical. Okay. Bye. Let's see. Who else's number is here? So there's at least three chemical companies here. Is there only three?
I haven't walked around. You did the walk.
I did the walk.
I haven't done the
named
perp
them
walk
all.
yet.
You might ought to go and see if I missed anyone. So that show will be coming out, but we can't quite figure out how to get it off the mobile device because I don't have everything here. So
We're covering this thing from all sorts of different angles.
Okay, there's Nathan. He's definitely talking
He's
right
very
now.
busy.
We could call him.
We have video. We have mobile podcasting. We have tethered podcasting.
Let's just see if he looks at his phone while he's talking to a person.
He's not.
Bet he doesn't. $10 says he doesn't.
Oh, we're getting ready for Vegas. We're going to go ahead and start betting now in the month of May before we go to
it's
Vegas.
sober January for me. Yeah, he's not even budget.
He's not moving.
Even moving.
Look at
he
that.
is intent.
The
on
consummate professional, ladies and
Okay, she's
gentlemen. He
breaking the
is talking to
conversation.
clients.
She's breaking it. She's going to walk away.
No,
He's not even moving. His phone's off.
She's trying to figure out the mint on the pillow of the
That-
casket.
He's looking at us.
He's not picking.
He doesn't have his phone on. Now that is a man who's working a booth right there. Nathan McCullough, everyone. Matthews Roar.
Matthews
You've
Aurora
reached Nathan
Solutions.
McCullough with Matthews Aurora Funeral Solutions. I'm sorry that I was unable to take your call. If
So
you
what
leave
happens
me a
when you need
message,
something-
I will call you back just as soon as I can. Thank you and have a great day.
At the tone, please record your message. When
I
you've
feel like
finished
this could be
recording,
more
you may
efficient.
hang up
You gotta-
or press
why
1
do
for
we
more
have to listen to
options.
this?
Hey, Nathan, we just want to let you know you are the consummate professional, that you are working so hard with your clients there in your booth that you could not pick up the phone and talk to us right across the aisle. And we wanted to get an explanation of why there's mints on all the pillows in the Matthews Aurora booth. Have a good day, buddy.
Yeah, so this is one.
I'm very familiar with the magazine, but what?
I brought it because this guy wrote an article on Ryan Ballard.
Okay.
of undertaking the podcast, Southern Calls.
He's kind of a big deal.
Ryan Ballard is a really big deal.
Where is Ryan?
He's working. He's moving chapel chairs.
He's moving chairs.
He's moving some chairs.
Which is not apprentice work.
I'm not sure if they're busy.
Did
It's
make
not
sure
apprentice work.
It's not apprentice work.
Where did it go? Where's Ryan's picture? I'm doing this backwards.
I think I've read that.
Oh, I know him.
So, but thanks for stopping by, y'all.
Yeah.
There he is. There's that guy. You went to school with Ryan? Oh, you gotta say your name.
Yeah. Hi, Ryan. It's Leeann Quinn.
You're busted. You want to tell me Ryan stories?
Me and Ryan, we were both super busy in school. I was a hairstylist working 40 hours a week. He was a first responder. I'm sure you guys already know that. But he would bring in a tall Stanley, like the massive, the biggest cups that you could get. And we would share like a giant, I want to say it was like a liter of coffee because we were so extremely exhausted. And I'm sure he is still so extremely exhausted. Yeah, I think we both only made it through school just buddying up, studying constantly.
Sheer will and
Yeah,
determination.
sheer will and determination.
That's literally what it takes to get out. Because, I goofed off for the first year or the first semester out of high school going, high school was easy. I can just float through it. And I did my first semester. The second semester, school turned on and it was like, oh, this is not easy. And I had to actually apply myself as a student, which was different. So that was rough. So what's that, Leann? We went to Matthews Aurora in York. That's how we met. So that was how. But he's only 45 minutes away, so I knew of his family. So
Maybe we'll see him this week.
yeah. Are you around all week?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He'll be definitely here in the evening once he gets those chairs set up.
All the chairs
All
got to
the
be set up
chairs.
first. Business first.
Let's call him and make sure we're calling people from the booth. Let's
Put on the headset. You'll be able to hear Ryan.
Oh, okay. Here, come on in. We're just gonna do this now. Here we got extra gear. Leann's gonna gear up, and
We're calling Ballard back to see how the chairs
We're
are
gonna check
coming
on the
along.
chairs. Okay,
So when he answers, let Leann say hello. Grab a mic.
Yeah, there's your mic.
We'll just be quiet and say,
No, I
tell
don't.
him, are all the chairs set up?
Ask him.
Yeah,
Or if
third
you leave the
ring.
message, you say this is Leann, and you get those chairs set up.
Yeah.
This is kind of funny recording the background of voicemails. This is how silly voicemails are playing.
Hi, this is Ryan Ballard with Ballard & Sons Funeral Home and Monuments in Yorktown Storage. I can't get to my phone. Please
Right now,
leave
he's
me a
got the
message.
classiest message.
Thanks, and be well. Have a great day.
So professional.
We gotta wait on the
At the
beat.
tone,
Oh,
please record
at
your
the
message.
tone.
When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, pal. It's Leann. We were just making sure that you were setting those chairs up. I'll see you later.
Yeah. You guys want to press 1 for more options? All right, we're done with Ryan. Moving on.
Bye, Ryan.
So yeah, you were in school with Ryan, Ivy Tech. You guys slinging it, because he was working those 24s and then coming to class.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was working 40 hours as a hairstylist. I actually owned my own salon after school was over, and
So you
Brian
came,
Miller, rest in peace.
Yeah. So you
was
came from hairstyling to mortuary.
Yeah, and it actually transfers quite well, doing cosmetology and then working in the prep room.
So you've got the floor with your background in cosmetology.
Yeah.
And bringing that to funeral service. Talk about how those two merged, because there's so many with your talents going, I wonder.
Well, a lot of people, hairstylists
Sure.
will do, third-party work in the prep room.
They'll come
Funeral
in.
homes will hire, and a lot of families, have their preferred stylist that they bring in anyways to the funeral home. But just having that knowledge, because people are so particular.
Yeah.
And it's the last time that you're going to see your loved one. You want them to look
Robert,
the best they possibly can.
would you say that, I'm sorry to cut off, I get so excited, but hairstylists, they really add something to the mix, because that would be something that undertakers aren't well versed in if we're not trained in it specifically like you.
Yeah, so I remember the facility that I apprenticed at, we had a hairdresser that would come through, every morning as we got our day set, and we knew how many deceased needed to be readied for caskets, and if it was a female, then we needed to get our hairstylist by. One of the senior directors would reach out to her, let her know how many people we needed taken care of, and she'd be there in the afternoon and do hair and get everybody ready. And this lady actually worked for about 3 or 4 funeral homes in the city, so it was kind of her kind of gig.
She's well versed.
Yeah. And
well, I will say one of the main things that helped, that transfer into the prep room and death care industry was just if someone was in hospice, you have to be these women that are, getting their hair done, their nails done, stuff like that. When they're in hospice, that goes to the wayside, and you get in these ladies in the prep room, and they haven't had their hair done, nails done in a while, and it definitely helps the family, see them as they were before they were ill.
So she's using the term cosmetology and not deserology.
Do you know much about that word, deserology?
No. I've actually never heard that term, to be honest.
Well, you've heard the term, Robert. Can you explain it? I've heard the term as well. It is a legit term.
It's a legitimate term. I don't know if I can actually define.
Deserology is cosmetology for the dead, is my understanding. So it is slightly different because of, one, the heat aspect. I guess one, probably the positional aspect, another. But it is somewhat different, I think. Definitely in practice. I mean, you can talk about it probably better than I can, so I will be quiet.
It's okay. It is quite different,
There we go.
As far as hair color, processes with body warmth. So when you're applying it to the decedent, they're cold, So it's completely different.
That's the one time I've dyed the hair 4 times, and it didn't take until we added heat, like
Correct.
the hair dryer on the 4th time.
Yes. So that is something that a lot of undertakers, funeral directors, that's not like common knowledge.
Right.
So Brian Miller, one of the things that he would actually go into detail about a lot of the, beauty industry little tricks of the trade as far as the prep room goes. One was cradle cap. That is something that is super hard to overcome as a hairstylist in general, but on like a decedent, the background noise is really loud.
I know. Sorry. You're okay. You're okay. I can turn you down.
But it's even harder to overcome in the prep room because they're laying down on the head block.
Right.
And so baby oil. Baby oil helps with cradle cap tremendously.
Have you heard that?
I've never heard it till today.
Baby oil.
I've always used
Brian Miller.
1 point.
1 point.
That's going to
be great. Okay. It's going to have a lot of different
baby oil
modifiers in it. But baby oil.
Yes. That was.
That seems so simple.
Yeah.
So baby oil, like before a wash.
I wonder if mineral
kind of
oil would work,
Like,
since baby oil, the main consistency is mineral oil.
Right.
If you could just baby oil is mineral oil with some perfume added to it.
I'm sure.
I wonder if we could try that.
Let's try.
I learned something
wow,
today.
Leeann Quinn. Tip from the field. Love it. Do you want to stay for 1 second and do something completely random?
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
Let's call Olivia. I think I've got Olivia's name.
Is she also a cosmetologist?
No, she works for EFF. You know what? I don't have her number. Wait.
Well, that's
it's
awkward.
Just Olivia. We're going to call just Olivia. This could be anybody, guys. Just bear with me. This could get weird. Oh, she's going for her phone. She's digging.
That actually wigged me out, that big cardboard cutout of John. I honestly was walking in the room thinking he had his arms stretched out for a hug.
Hey,
is this Olivia from Express Funeral Funding that's waving at me from across the room? Hi.
Hello.
This is Brian from Undertaking the Podcast.
Hi, Brian. How's it going?
It's good. How's your booth?
It's great. We're just really busy. We're super busy over here, We're having a good time, though.
Yeah, here's the thing. I just noticed that, everyone went to lunch as they stormed right past us. So as lunch is finishing up, our booths are getting randomly busy. But we wanted to call you and give you an opportunity.
Hi, Olivia.
Do you know Olivia?
Hello.
I don't. I do now.
Okay, I was going to introduce you to Leeann Quinn. Leann's super awesome and already taught us something in the prep room. Do you know much about funeral funding for insurance?
Yeah. We use EFF in both funeral homes I've worked at.
Okay, so this was an accident.
We love to hear it.
Yeah.
This was an
Great
accident.
testimony. My heart just went pitter patter because I just heard we're in a booth at a convention and we're busy. Because I didn't get that last week.
We weren't.
This is great.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. Olivia, go see your people, but we'll send Leanne over. That is hilarious.
Yes, come see us.
I will do it.
Come see us. We love it. We love you guys. Undertaking is the best.
Bye, Olivia. She's got people in her booth now. That's funny. Golly, that is so funny.
Yeah, it is quite busy now. Huh?
As soon as I call people, like as soon as I went, let's call Kevin, people flooded the Pierce booth. So, anywho, what a fun conversation.
Yeah,
Thank you
I'll
so
stop
much.
by again,
Please do. Please do.
Yeah,
I
I'll be
want
here all
Ryan to be
week.
here because I'm sure he's got some questions.
Yeah.
So he'll probably want to know other things I asked off air.
Sure.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
tell me Ryan's
I'll put the mic
secrets.
down.
Okay.
Isn't it always great when you like run into somebody and, oh yeah, I went to mortuary school with them and
Tell me all about
yeah.
it. You know what, Leanne, I'm sorry. Like, we had the wrong headset on, so when I turned you down, it was just me.
Yeah, it was so loud.
Oh, my God. I was like, I turned it down. I went, that's better.
I was trying to talk.
Yeah, no, it was fine. It was loud. That was terrible. Yeah, she's like, this is loud. And I turned myself down. I went, yeah, that's better.
Yeah, it works for you.
Yeah, that's better.
It's good for
Actually,
me.
I want to end this. If there's Mike over there. That is he's another undertaker from here in Indiana. We call him the redheaded stepchild, my father's favorite son. He's unrelated to the family, but I would like for him to come over and give you the Waters family in a nutshell, because he could tell it from a completely outsider's perspective. So,
I want to hear this.
yes, you would. So I'll get Mike and we'll have some fun. I'll be back. See y'all. That's episode 3, I think. So these won't come out consecutively, so just give me a break. See y'all.
Well, how about that, Robert and Brian? A little tip from Leanne. Something maybe you can learn a little bit. Little humility across the board for both of you, friends. Hey, so I found this in the vault. We've got a vault full of things from NFDA, from IFTA that have not been released, and I'm going back through. I've had to edit some stuff that hasn't been edited yet, and here we are. So we're releasing some extra things here and there out while we can. You'll see some more of My Father's Chair. That's going to be something that I'm probably going to start releasing weekly here. And then we'll pause and get back to, and pause and get back to. So there's lots of episodes for that. So, that's something we'll kind of release as we go. But sponsors, friends, Indiana Donor Network, friends of the show, as always, we appreciate them. Mackenzie Huey over there, I want to make sure we talk about real quick the Funeral Director Symposium, which is Wednesday, November 1st, 2023. Give her a call, get a hold of them over there at the Indiana Donor Network, indianadonornetwork.org. That is for all of funeral service. Why don't you fly in? How about that? Why don't you overwhelm them so much from funeral directors everywhere that it's just all of a sudden a huge main event that people are coming to from everywhere. So, I'm getting a text message. Who's that from? But, there is that. Oh, gosh, next sponsor. Hilton Funeral Supply, my bad, guys. They do our cups. Brian came up with the last thing, the last idea for the cups. We love everybody. That was mine. I thought that was a pretty good one. I was pretty proud of that. Still proud, and whatnot. But Hilton Funeral Supply, if you go to their website, they talk about their mission. When it comes to, the refreshed tradition by offering cutting-edge funeral supplies, unmatched customer support, and innovative product solutions for funeral professionals. So these guys over there, Tim Patton is somebody that we talked to. I've talked to Jason Ware a few times. I've seen Connor, not really talked to Connor Patton a whole lot, but I've seen him in the booth. But Tim is somebody that we've ran into numerous times. Great people over there. I don't have enough good things to say about them, but that's family business too, I believe. So Tom Patton. So here we go. The last one is Supernova, friends. Supernova International, supernovainternational.com. Supernova INTL.com is what it is. So They are headquartered in Lansing, Michigan. Supernova is they're excited to offer nearly 30 years of experience in the monument industry. They're not only innovative wholesale granite monument solutions, but also production services and laser etching, sandblasting, and diamond hand etching. Here's one thing they comment on, and this is important when it comes to monuments right now. They talk about the idea of their turnaround times. That's something that's a big deal for us within the funeral industry is turnaround times, especially when it comes to, monuments. Because, I've got stuff that's 14 months out at times. So, I mean, it can be a challenge. And I'm sure it still is for them as well. But well, friends, here's what I will say. Rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend. Undertakingthepodcast.com is that website. info@undertakingthepodcast.com is the email. Check us out on our YouTube page, guys. We're there. Share, rate, review, subscribe. Please subscribe over there. But hey, rock and roll, friends. Enjoy.